So hello and welcome to, I don't know, like episode 20 million of Go Go Nippon. I think it's episode 18 actually. I'm just going to say 18 and hope it is. I'm in my new studio which has soundproofing on the walls, so hopefully there'll be less echo than there normally is on these videos. And hopefully, like, the commentary is a bit better because now I'm in a more comfortable studio. Feeling good, it's a good environment to be in. Feels more professional. Makes me want to make videos more frequently. So let's get going with Go Go Nippon. So on the last episode we were on the bullet train going super fast and we were passing by Mount Fuji. So we're looking at Mount Fuji right now. It's a pretty impressive mountain, like when you think about it. I mean, it is a national symbol of Japan. I'm sure it's recognizable around the world. It's one of the biggest landmarks of Japan in terms of like geographical structures. To call it beautiful feels almost trite. It's 3,776 meters tall, the tallest active volcano in Japan. It is actually an active volcano. Like, I knew that, but I don't know when the last time it went off. I'm gonna guess at 130, 140 years. I'm sure the game's probably about to tell us. Its last eruption was 300 years ago, and until 15 years ago they thought it had actually, it might have been dormant. But when they learned that it was still an active internally, they reclassified it as an active volcano again. That's a scary thought, isn't it? Like, that is like an active volcano, and it's fucking enormous. There's actually houses all around the base. I'm pretty sure there's a few buildings on the greener, or bluer in this picture, parts of the mountain. Nobody lives at the top, obviously, or in the snowy parts, but there is quite a few people every year who climb the mountain. They say that the last time it erupted, the ash reached to Tokyo. 300 years ago, dude. That's like a long time ago. Mount Fuji's eruptions have no set period, but the longest period, dormant period, was a little under 300 years. Oh, shit! So we're actually in the longest period since it's been dormant. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hopefully the game doesn't take a turn for the worst and become some kind of quick time event thing where you have to dodge lava coming out of the volcano. It can erupt at any time. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is getting scary. There are many theories as to why it's called Mount Fuji. One alternative meaning for the word Fuji is unique, while another is undying. Some theorize that the name stems from unique mountain or undying mountain. An undying mountain, that's a pretty strange name. Maybe because, like, it's an active volcano. Whenever it's been active, that's classed as, like, you know, being alive. And maybe the undying mountain means it will never cease being alive and never cease being active. Yes, that explains posits. Explanation posits. What? That explanation posits? Posits isn't a word. I'm gonna look up posits. I'm going to look up right now. Let's type in posits. Wow, posit is a word? I've never heard that word. Holy fuck. It's to put forward a fact or a basis for an argument, to posit or to... Oh my fucking god, that is crazy. I've never heard that word. We're learning every day. We're not only learning Japanese here, we're learning English as well. Generally speaking, lodges on the mountainside only open in the summer around July and August. If you want to climb it, you need to go during that period. Yep, like I was saying, a lot of people do climb this mountain still. Well, mountain? I'm going to say volcano. The Mount Fuji is Japan's greatest mountain. Someday I'd like to climb it for myself. I'm not too sure about that. I'd rather sit here in a cozy studio drinking hot chocolate, which clogs my throat and makes the vocals sound terrible. This is the train coming to an end. Kyoto, please be sure to have your belongings with you when you disembark. So this is the train conductor telling us that we have to disembark. And that should be the doors going pa-choo, like in Star Trek. I've never actually seen Star Trek. And we're off the train. Oh, listen to that music. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. This is Japan's old capital, Kyoto. Kyoto was Japan's capital for over 1,000 years until it was changed over to Tokyo in 1867. Kyoto became capital in the year 794, sorry. Before that, Japan's government was based in Nara Prefecture, and it moved with each change of the head of state. But in 794, they built a new city on this land. It was known as Heian-kyo, and its layout was based on the contemporary capital of China. Alright, that's strange. That city renamed as Japan's capital for over 1,000 years afterwards. And here we have Motoko on the left and Akira on the right, wearing their little like things to show us around, their little tour guide outfits. And we can see perfectly clear now, we can see the Mount Fuji symbol with the JPN letters on the left sleeve of Akira, which is pretty cool. Just showing again that Mount Fuji is like a big symbol in Japan. What's wrong? What year did the Edo period start? In 1603. Wasn't Tokyo the centre of government during the Edo period? In that case, Kyoto should have stopped being the capital that year. Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. It's true that the centre of Japanese government was moved to Tokyo during the Edo period, but while the shogun in Edo had the real power, the formal head of government was not the shogun himself. That's a little bit like in Britain. So, it's a little bit like in Britain, where our queen lives in Windsor Castle, which is in Berkshire, like the county of Berkshire. It's a little bit like making Berkshire your capital city, because that's where your monarch resides. But in actuality, the Queen doesn't have too much power, and our government is based in London, at the Houses of Parliament, where Big Ben is. Big Ben, Tower Bridge, Houses of Parliament, all that kind of good stuff. So that's like why London is the capital of England, because like that's where the power is. So it's a little bit like when the Queen stopped having so much power if they changed it to London. It's a little bit like that. It's confusing. I don't know. I don't know why I'm including this in the video. But that's maybe what it's like when it changed to like the different period, the Edo period. Maybe that's when they should have made Tokyo the capital city instead of Kyoto. But whatever. So you could say Kyoto is the city that maintains the traditions, forms and cultures of Japanese good old days. I guess even I think the traditional Japanese culture when I think of Kyoto. Yeah. I think of like every place in Japan as having like Japan's traditions. Like I think they all have shrines somewhere. I think they're always keeping up with maintaining those buildings. They always seem to be like painted properly. They always seem to like have no structural damage and kind of stuff. Like whenever you do see in films and stuff, whenever they pass by a shrine. And in videos on YouTube that I've seen, like they always seem to be well kept. They don't like get run down. Like a lot of the structures in Britain, like our castles and stuff, they're in disrepair. Like, but they're kind of like just ruins. Whereas like in Japan, everything seems to be either destroyed and rebuilt, like we saw in Shitamachi. In Shitamachi, there was a place that had burned down pretty much every 100 years for the last 600 years, and they rebuilt it every time with like traditional like materials. They didn't like make it out of steel, they just made it out of wood again, which is like, it's impressive. It's like maybe we should do it with some of our ruins, because in Britain we're really scared to like update or repair any old buildings. Like it takes years to actually get the permission to restore an old building, and maybe we should do that. Maybe we should rebuild what some of our old castles used to look like. I know there's a castle near me, I've completely forgot the name of it. I'm going to have a little look. Kilconquhar Castle. Yeah, Kilconquhar. I'm pretty sure. Is that the castle I'm thinking of? Balgony Castle and Kilconquhar Castle? Yeah, they're basically, if you look up Balgony Castle and Kilconquhar Castle and castles in Fife, you can see that they're pretty much all destroyed. Like, they are, like, not even usable. Like, they're probably not safe to even go inside because, I mean, some of them are just fucking walls. Like, they're literally just walls. Like, 4 walls to a castle and there's no roof and shit. Where in Japan, they seem to, like, repair them all. Yeah, so I think we're near the end of the game, and I kind of want Akira to, like, be the ending that we get. I want Akira's ending. Yeah, they could read my face, especially when I'm thinking of perverted things. And our dude's like, no way, I don't think of perverted things. And then Akira's like, a response like that? Wait a minute. You mean you do think of those things? I've been thinking of perverted things since I started playing this game. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, Motoko's more of my type because I like giant boobs. But Akira is just like, it's the kawaiiness, the cute faces, and the kind of way she treats me like a kind of idiot. I quite like that. I think it's pretty cute. No, that's just an automatic response, that's all. What are you saying? We're lacking in womanly This is what women are like, Jesus Christ. First she's like, oh, so you do think of perverted things, and he's like, no, I don't think of perverted things, and they're like, oh, so you don't find us attractive. It's like, there is no winning. Like, this is just digging yourself a bigger hole. Like, there's no way out of this hole, dude. What are you talking about? Do you want me to think those things or not? And then she's like, that's... Oh, you idiot! She's so mad. She can see it. That she's like, there's no winning with a woman. Of course I don't want you to think about it, you perv. She does! She wants it. She totally wants us to think pervy things about her. Because she got offended when we said we didn't. And now she's offended because we do. No, there's no winning. Motoko doesn't care. Motoko seems pretty dumb, actually. Like, I would say that Motoko is meant to be your kind of dumb blonde kind of character, I guess. Come on now, Aki-chan, let's put this strange quarrel to rest. Concerning the earlier issue, it's no wonder you're more interested in the modern town. Kyoto is still a major metropolis after all, so it's still gradually changing as new people and shops come in. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see that it's true. Well, as long as we're here, we really should look all around. Yeah, we should, Aki-chan. Let's look all around and stop arguing about the size of your breasts. So let's cut the chit-chat. It's time for the quick tour. Yes, it is. That's what I've been waiting for. So, I want to like stop and talk again. I know they've been stopping and talking a lot in these videos recently instead of just playing the game. But we're really close to the end of the game. I think there's only 2 other areas to see. I think this area is going to have both the girls, and I wouldn't be surprised if the final area has the girl that you're going to end up with. I don't actually know this, I'm just kind of guessing. But I'm guessing at some point there's going to be a time where we're going to be left alone with one of the girls and it's going to be an actual date. I've pretty much went from top to bottom, like in order through the areas. And I don't think it matters which area you visit at which time, because I believe they'll all end up with the same kind of ending. But we have made a few decisions. I think we've made like 2 decisions. So hopefully those decisions lead us to the Aki-chan ending. So where should we start? Let me see. I think the best place is Don't You? And she's like, that. Oh, it's a mystery. First time entry fee there. $2.13. How much was it actually? Was it $2.13? Today's expense is €102. Oh, it was €2.13, sorry. This is Kiyomizu-dera. Or can we get Google Translate to translate this for us? Kiyomizu-dera. How do you pronounce it? Come on. Pronounce it in Japanese for me, please. Where's the Japanese language pack? There we go.
Kiyomizu-dera.
Kiyomizu-dera. Dera is a suffix meaning temple. So Kiyomizu. Kiyomizu? Say Kiyomizu, please.
Kiyomizu-dera.
Okay, you can say the whole word again if you want. So Kiyomizu-dera. They say Kiyomizu-dera was completed before Kyoto became the capital in the year 778. So that's like only about 20 years before. Before Kyoto was capital, there are temples that old. Kiyomizu-dera is known for how the main hall juts out of the side of the mountain. The main hall has been rebuilt over and over due to fires. See, this is the same as in Shitamachi. In Shitamachi, they rebuilt the place a lot of times. So the last rebuild was 1633. That looks really good for 1633. Like, you can click the little thing and see it on Google Maps, and it looks like the roof is a roof that needs to be replaced and upgraded quite a lot. And some of the beams look a little bit modern, so they probably have been actively repairing it. But it's covered in people. Like, it seems it's really actively used. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's actually wonderful. Like, I'm looking at like a little slideshow thing of Kiyomizu-dera's kind of temple part that leads into it, and it is a gorgeous building, like really, really like attractive building. And the little like shrine temple things that you light, they look absolutely gorgeous. I'm definitely going to link to this in the description. This is really like the traditional building that you think of when you think of Japanese architecture. It's absolutely gorgeous. 100% I've got to link to this because it is just mind-blowingly good. I'm gonna save a little note here. Kiyomizu-dera. I'm gonna send you there and you can have a little look at the images. It's absolutely beautiful. Just hit the play button on that link and then you'll be able to see, I don't know, it seems like a school trip is going to it. You can scrub through left and right using the little clicky arrows, and the first couple of pictures are actually really gorgeous as well. Really bright colours during the day, and at night it looks super amazing. So have a little look at that. Like, be sure to check that out. I can't actually like show you in the video because I don't own those images. I don't want to get into trouble, but it's definitely worth you having a look on your own. It was built around 400 years ago then. It's standard for stone buildings of America and Europe to survive that long. But for these eastern wooden structures to last that long shows the care that goes into them. It really fucking does, dude. It really does. Like, some of the beams in that picture do look like they have been replaced. And obviously the roof is like this kind of, I think the equivalent would be like a thatched roof in Britain. But 100% this is like a gorgeous building. Like, they've obviously been keeping up with painting it, making sure there's no woodworm, no rot, and no weather damage. It's just gorgeous. I know. Do you know the Japanese phrase, jump from the stage at Kiyomizu, meaning to plunge headfirst into something? The stage at Kiyomizu refers to this building. Oh, so it's kind of like the ledge off the side. Yeah, they say it, if you screw up your courage and jump from here, your wish will come true. If you screw up your courage? Is that like a phrase I've never heard of? Maybe it's like a Japanese phrase that's being translated into English and it doesn't like work. Because we would say like build up your courage or pluck your courage up or something like that. We wouldn't say screw up your courage. They say that in the old days, many men really would make the jump to show their determination. Probably a lot of men broke their legs because if you look on the images, it looks like a pretty big drop. Yeah, they say people really died trying it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, men are such idiots. Aki-chan, that is sexist. You can't just generalise and say men are such idiots. They're probably trying to impress women, and the women probably encouraged them to do it anyway, so fuck it. It's not only their fault. I can't help but agree with you there. As long as we're here, let's go to the Otowa waterfall below. Let's get Google Translate to say Otowa.
Otowa,
That sounds cute, right? Otowa?
Otowa,
Okay, adorable. The Otowa waterfall. Yes, it's a small waterfall consisting of 3 narrow streams. So let's get her to say Otowa waterfall.
Otowa no taki,
Notaki is waterfall, that's cute. Okay. The waterfall has existed for over 1,000 years. Back then people said the water would confer wealth or long life. They loved it as the fountain of youth. Of use? Of youth. The fountain of youth? Okay, let's check it out. Maybe if we drop Aki-chan into the Fountain of Youth, she would probably just become a baby, because she does seem like really young. She's probably only 16, 17 years old. Motoko seems like she could be 18 to 21 years old. Whoa, there really are 3 trails of water here. Ah, so they actually poured down the wooden beams. I'm going to click the photo. It says show photo in the bottom right, and I can click that and just have a little look. That's a really gorgeous area too. The little shrine underneath it is like really, really gorgeous. Like I'm totally going to link to this one as well. So this is the waterfall. I'm going to place these links into the description and you can have a little look yourself. I think like the best way to play this game is to look at all these pictures every time you get one that comes up. The waterfall is gorgeous. The water isn't like a perfect stream in the picture, but maybe it was windy that day, so it kind of just floats around. Like it's kind of like dripping rather than pouring. Ah, academic, health and love. So then starting from the right, I take the water from each and drink it. Ah, that's why there's little stones. If you can see the little stones in the pond there, that's like because you're meant to walk out onto the stones. So let's start with the water academics. Now the water of wealth, health, and then the water of love. Phew, it's delicious. It really could be the fountain of youth. Maybe they have like a, I don't know, like some kind of filter system, because if water's outside like that, coming off like a wooden beam, that could be fucking disgusting water. But if it tastes delicious, and I'm sure there's some kind of purifying system behind it. Oh god. Uh-oh. They're looking at me funny. I'm not meant to drink it, am I? Am I real? I wasn't meant to drink that, was I? Is it urine or something? It's not from the shrine's toilets. Look at Aki-chan's doing. Oh god, I don't even want to click the next thing, because what if I'm just like, oh god, oh god. Huh, now that I think about it, you guys only drank from the health and love springs, and no one from the academics one. How come? Well, right. Yes, you both look so serious. The truth is, it said that anyone greedy enough to try and drink from all three rivers will be denied their— Oh god! Dude! Why did we drink from all three? It should have given me the choice. If it was a choice, I probably would have just drunk from the love one so that I could get on top of Aki-chan quicker. I just said that. Okay, I just said that out loud. Never mind. Oh god, that was stupid. Oh. But surely the people who are drinking from two, that know, if you know that if you drink all three you're going to be denied, and you drink from two, surely that's greedy as well. Surely the least greedy one is to just drink from one. Yes, I'm sorry to say. No way. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Because that would have made it much less funny. Aki-chan, fuck you, you fucking bitch. Aki-chan, oh god. This is why we should, like, finally end up with Aki-chan. Because, like, Motoko would probably, like, be super worried and stuff, and she'd be like, oh, don't drink from all three. But, like, Aki-chan's like, let's make this gaijin drink from all three and laugh at him for it. Oh, so I didn't earn my blessing today. I could have used that blessing in love at least. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, we should have just fucking chose the love blessing. I mean, we've spent how much money? We've spent like fucking 156 euros on expenses on this trip. I'm pretty sure like our wealth is fine. And our academics, I mean, we know Japanese and English. Like, how dumb can we be? You should have just drunk from the love one. So that, like, you could have ended up with one of these lovely ladies. Maybe we'll end up with no ladies at this rate. Though now that I think about it, Makoto and Akira both drank from the love spring. Oh yeah! Yeah, son! So why didn't they care about academics? Why didn't, like, I think Motoko, it would have been cute if she drunk only from the love one. And then for Akira-chan, she probably should have went for money and academics. Because she doesn't seem the lovey-dovey type. Motoko seems like a really lovey-dovey type person, and Akira-chan just doesn't. Akira-chan kind of seems like tsundere. Tsundere, like, I can't remember what tsundere actually translates to. I think it means like, okay, I'm looking it up right now. So sun, meaning to turn away in disgust, and dera, meaning to be lovey-dovey, like literally lovey-dovey. So tsundere means that, like, they're disgusted, but they kind of secretly want you. They kind of secretly do want men and, like, to be seen as attractive, but then they're like, you know, turning away from you too.